So good morning students. So now we are doing with the ellipse, chapter ellipse, and then we are going to calculate, we are going to find the equation of the ellipse. Now it is with the question number 6. Now in this question, here you need to find the equation of the ellipse whose center is at 0,2. So as soon as you see the center is at 0,2, you need to understand this is not the ellipse whose center is at the origin. So that means center is at 0,2 means you cannot take x square by a square plus y square by b square. No, it does not make sense. It's equivalent to 1. Does not make sense. This equation is only for the ellipse whose center is at the origin. In previous video, in that question also I have said here, this one is the equation of the ellipse whose center is at the origin, because h and k value is equivalent to 0. But this case, even the h value, center which is h and this one is k, even the h value is 0 but k value is not 0. Therefore, now wait, which ellipse to take now, horizontal or vertical? You have to read the question carefully. You cannot take, sometimes I told you if there's a restriction then you have to go with the restriction. If there's no restriction, you can take any equation you like. Either you take horizontal or either you take vertical. So this case, you need to find the equation of the ellipse whose center is at 0,2 and whose axis is along the axis of y. Whose major axis? So major axis is along the axis of y means we can clearly see this is vertical ellipse, because major axis is along the y axis. Major axis is along the y axis. So we can clearly see this is vertical ellipse. Then okay, now given, okay, so therefore what you need to take here it is, let the required equation be x minus h whole square divided by, here what? A square or b square. Major axis will be along the y axis means definitely minor axis will be along the x axis. So therefore this becomes b square. I hope you got it now. Minor axis is along the x axis and major axis is along the y axis. This should be the equation. Major axis along the y axis, minor axis along the x axis. Or you can write this one as x minus, what's the h value? Oh, h value is 0. If h value is 0, directly you take this one as x square by b square plus y minus, what's k value? 2. 2 whole square by a square is equivalent to 1. Say this is equation number 1. Now our job is to find the value of a square and b square. I hope you got it. This is x square because h value is 0. Okay. So now what they have given, whose minor axis is equal to distance between the foci. What's the minor axis? What's the minor axis? Minor axis is 2b, which is equal to distance between two foci. What's the distance between two foci? I did in previous video. One, okay, from center to AE, center to AE. So what's the distance between two foci? 2AE. Definitely 2 and 2 will get cancelled. We have B is nothing but AE. If you want, you can square it. B square is equal to A square E square. Now not only that, they have given one more condition, okay, and the whose lattice rectum is 2 units. That means what's the lattice rectum? 2b square by A is equal to how much? It's given 2 units. These two will get cancelled. That implies b square is equivalent to A. Now we have b square is equal to a square e square. B square is equivalent to A. Now if you can remember, we always use this formula. What's the formula for this one? B square is a square of 1 minus e square. Okay. So let me open the bracket. We have a square minus a square e square, which is equivalent to, implies b square is equal to, okay, a value is b square. What's a square? What's a square? This becomes b raised to 4 is equal to a square. Is that correct? See, a value is b square. If you square here, again you need to square this side also. That means it becomes b raised to 4. So a square is nothing but b raised to 4 minus, what is a square? E square. What's the a square square? A square e square is b square. Is that correct? Okay, so that implies we have now 2b square is equivalent to b raised to 4. Bring minus b square this side, then add it. Then I can rewrite this one as a b raised to 4 minus 2b square is equal to 0. I'm taking 2b square that side. Here. From here what's common? B square is common, take it outside. We have b square minus 2 is equivalent to 0. So now we have, now this is a, okay, wait, okay. So now that means from there it says either b square is equivalent to 0 or b square minus 2 is equivalent to 0, or you can write this one as a b square is equal to 2. Now the interesting part here it is, b square equal to 0, is this possible? Can we have the minor axis equal to 0? If you have minor axis equal to 0, then you will not get ellipse. How can you have, okay, suppose that this is a vertical ellipse, okay. If this minor axis is 0 means this minor axis, this point will come to center. Simple logic here. That means your b square value cannot be 0. Or if you are having confusion, never take negative value and then 0 value. And but sometimes, even though it's a positive value, that type of question I will do in next video lesson, okay? So don't go that way, just take it that if b square is 0, that's not possible. B square is 0, then minor axis will come to the center. Understanding the concept is very important here. Solving every Tom, Dick and Harry can solve. Please remember. Here, okay. So now b square is equivalent to 2. We got b square 2. What do we need now? We need a square. So in order to find a square, where shall we substitute? Here. A value is equivalent to, we have a value is equivalent to b square, which means a value is, what's a b square value? 2 implies a square value is equivalent to 4. So in case of ellipse, always the a square will be greater than the b square, because a square is a value is a major axis, isn't it? Semi-major axis, you take it. So now finally let's substitute here. So therefore equation 1 becomes now, what do you have here? X squared by b square value is 2 plus y minus 2 whole square divided by a square value is 4 is equivalent to 1. Please expand this now. You know what's the LCM? LCM is 4, then this becomes 2x square plus, expand this, y square minus 4y plus 4 is equivalent to 4. This becomes common denominator, simple simplification now. This 4 and 4 will get cancelled. We have 2x square plus y square minus 4y is equal to 0. Required equation of the ellipse. Thank you. In next question I will do question number 7.